Hey guys, Unfrequented World, and today we are doing a bush hunt. This time, for sure it's a bush hunt. I'm already half a mile back in the bush, and we were at this spot earlier in the year, trying to find a place that I had found 20 years ago when I was a kid deer hunting, where there was a garbage dump and a bit of an orchard and stuff like that. We never did find it last time. We found a different site, and we got some late 1800 shotgun shells, some horse tack, some older stuff, and then some newer stuff on top of that, some bottle caps from the 40s, some rye and things like that. So I think it was a newer homestead built on an older homestead. But there's a lot of places back here that we have yet to get to. And today we're going to try to find that original site I wanted to from 20 years ago. So let's get at it. Alright guys, I've been walking about 45 minutes and I took a little detour down a trail that I wasn't sure about, just barely perceptible trail. So this is like a 100-year-old trail system, and there's all kinds of open patches in here. If you look behind me, right there's an open patch. There's another trail that goes down here, and there's 2 or 3 more open patches down there. There could be sheds and shacks and whatever here from 100 years ago, but this isn't the place I was looking for. So we're going to keep going. I've wasted a lot of energy to come up here and look. I didn't even turn the detector on. There could be iron, which would indicate, you know, where these little homesteads and shacks were. I don't think there was too much here. These people were poor, and they just built off of the main road. And one of these four-wheeler trails that I'm using was the main road. I'm not sure which one. So we are going to head back down to the main trail, half a mile back, and go in a little further. The place I'm looking for was right up in the hills, all nice maple hardwood around it, and on the side hill there was a big dump and a little orchard that they had planted up above. So to me that means they had invested some time. These ones here, I don't know how long they were here, and I know they're here now. We can come back another time and check around here, but I want to get to that orchard if I can find it. This right here, guys, is the trail I came in on. I just wanted to show you. We're going to pass this up today, but here's another trail. You can see it plain as day right here, and it goes into another clearing. So there was definitely a homestead in there. I'm not sure where. We'd have to do some looking around, but we're going to pass these up for today. Why are we passing them up? Just because I'm looking for that one specific place. It's on my mind, and that's what I got to try to find while I have time. So here's the main trail, guys, that I'm hiking, and just off to the left here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but here is the only creek that I know of. It's running dry right now. We're late summer here, so there's the creek bed, the bottom right there, and it goes up this hill, and they're going to converge up here in a quarter mile, the trail and the creek, and that is where we dug last time, where I believe was the 40s homestead. So when you guys are out looking for places like this, you got to keep in mind creek beds. That is where the people would have settled. That's one of the most important things, was a fresh spring or something coming off the hill. That's what they needed back in the day, and that's where you're going to find those homesteads. Look what I found, guys. Not the place I was looking for, but this is an old homestead site. I can see apple trees over there, and I mean obviously we're in the middle of the bush and it's a fair sized clearing, and it is only 400 yards down the road from the one we dug last time. So this is definitely an old home site, and we will check this out. However, I'm going to climb the hill up here and try to find that orchard, which I figure is probably an eighth of a mile if I'm in the right spot. And if not, we're going to come back and we're going to do this spot. You can see where kids have driven their four-wheelers around, did a turnaround and came back out and down to the main trail there. Alright guys, it is a YouTube detectorist's nightmare. I've spent another 40 minutes up here in the maples. I can't find the site, and if you see behind me, this is great. This is what I wanted. I wanted to find the site up here, and I know it's up here somewhere because I can swing this. I can detect any of this. The brush is not thick. It's cool, it's shady. If you see that field down below, which I think we're going to have to go back to, it is so choked with weeds and flowers and bumblebees that That's my nightmare, and I don't know what we're going to find. So we're halfway through a damn video, and I've been out here exploring and sweating, and a pack mule basically for the last 2 hours is what I've been, guys. So I hope you appreciate it. I know we haven't found anything yet. We haven't even started to swing the detector yet. This is the amount of trouble that some days we go through to even try to find a spot. So keep watching, guys. I'm hoping for the best. Okay, back down at that lower field, guys. Here's the entrance, and we are going to start swinging. I mean, they were coming in and out of here, so as you can see, it's going to be a nightmare to detect because of the grass and everything, but we're going to do our best. This is going to have to be the spot for today. First find of the day, guys. Nobody said bush hunts were glamorous. It's an old lid off of something. Well, good signs of a homestead. Top of an old jar anyway. An old mason jar or some kind of jar. Started digging here, guys, and I realized I got no gloves today. Forgot the gloves in the back of the truck, and they're probably over a mile to get out. So I guess we're digging without gloves. So there's an old apple tree, guys, right off the entrance to this place. I mean, that's probably not the original that they planted. I mean, it's dead, and the small ones keep coming up around year after year, and they'll eventually choke out the bigger ones. But apple trees are a dead giveaway for those old homesteads. Everybody used every resource they could get. And the crab apples were good for preserves. You could give them to livestock. You could eat them. So they're a dead giveaway, guys. We've got something I wasn't expecting to find. Third hole, we've got a coin. It was a real nice mid-50s signal, the same as those two mason jar parts that we pulled up. And you can see it right here, guys. I'm betting it's a nickel. But that's going to be fantastic. It's going to be something we can date the site with. Now, not to say that a hunter couldn't have dropped this, so who knows, but... Well, that's disappointing. That is definitely a hunter drop. 1987. Coins way out here in the middle of the bush. I wasn't expecting it, but we'll take it. Some piece of iron junk. Not sure what that is. I mean, looks like it's got a round end on it. Unfired 22 shell, guys. Okay, so that one is unfired, guys. What I would normally do if I had any pliers or anything is I'd just pull the lead out of there and bang the powder out. I'm not going to put that in my pocket. It's not going to make a horrendous explosion if it goes off. I am an explosives guy, worked underground for a few years doing blasting and teaching, but you still wouldn't want that to go off in your pouch or in your pocket. So we're actually going to bury that over off the trail there somewhere where nobody will find it. I'll just put it under a tree and it can finish eroding down to nothing. So there's your stay safe tip of the day, kids. Don't carry live ammunition that you find in the trail. I mean, it could still go off. Chances are low, but you don't want it going off, so. Mystery item, guys. Some kind of iron that was actually, because of the shape, ringing up into the mid-70s, so I thought we might have had something better there, but more junk. Solid 80 piece of junk. So I'm just finishing lunch in this beautiful field, guys. It's not a total loss today because I got to enjoy an hour of just sitting here and smelling the flowers and listening to the breeze and the woodpeckers, and it's been fantastic. But this was a poorly planned trip in the fact that if I didn't find the place I was looking for, we were going to be stuck trying to detect in open fields, which, I mean, the flowers are over my head. So that's, this time of year, it's not going to happen. We are fortunate enough to have the trail, which the guys have used a few times on their four-wheelers. I'm going to spend the next hour, and we'll just do that loop, the turnaround here. I should be able to do that. Unfortunately, I see some real cool spots just off to the side, but I can't tell, you know, where is the foundation stones, where are all the stones that they moved when they cleared the field. I see another big apple tree. Right, you won't be able to see it on here. It's right which way? Right there it is. Right there's a big apple tree. So, you know, maybe they had something, a little pen or something under there. I don't know, but you can't see anything because the grass is so high. So we're going to do what we can do, which is the four-wheeler trail for today, and who knows what else we'll find. Well, that is very heavy cast iron, guys. I mean, it almost looks like part of a container, but I don't know. You wouldn't think that it would break like that. I don't know. Could it have been part of a stove? Could it have been some kind of implement? No. I don't know, guys, but it's friggin' heavy. Really? A wad of tinfoil out here? Come on. Okay, there's one, guys. I don't know what it is. It kind of looks old in its design, but what is it? What was it for? It was kind of folded over on itself when I dug it there, so I've straightened it out a bit, but let me know, guys. What is that? What is the age of it? I'm looking for any kind of proof for these sites as to how far back they go. So I don't know if you guys can hear that or see it. There comes a helicopter right there through the trees. We have had fires burning here a couple 100 kilometers south of us for about a month now. 8,000 hectares on fire, 150, 200 kilometers south of us. And this morning when I left my house, the whole city of North Bay is a haze. There's smoke has been blowing in for a couple weeks now, and it just looks like a dirty, nasty LA day way up here in the north. So yeah, it is a season that's been very hot and very dry, and it's a nasty, nasty problem this year. We've had fire bans on for over a month now, so no fires, no burning, nothing. But when the odd thunderstorm rolls through, it's just lighting everything up, and there are thousands of work crews out there working right now to keep them under control. So I'd like to give a shout out to those guys. Thanks for doing what you do. Well, there's another piece, guys. I'm beginning to wonder if that isn't a wheel hub of some kind off of really old machinery, maybe a tractor. It is really heavy duty, and I'm 8-9 feet away from where I found the first piece, but that's what it's beginning to look like to me anyway. Okay, guys, made it to the apple tree that I was showing you behind me, and I found another sign of an old homestead. Look at this. If you see this, you know you're in the right spot. Rhubarb. Look at that, guys. That is, up here was a staple. Every little homestead had a rhubarb patch. We are definitely, in that era. Nobody has tended to this in a long time, but it's still growing. Hello there. Don't mind me. I'll move along, leave you to your business. There are literally hundreds of bees, wasps, and hornets in these pink flowers here behind me. And I've been knocking them out of the way, trampling on them, and I'm surprised I didn't get stung today, so it's time to get out of here. Well, guys, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is scorching, probably close to 30 degrees Celsius. I'm out of water. I've been here 5 hours, and I've got to call it. I still have a mile and a half I got to hike out of here with all my gear, so we're going to call it for today. Thanks for joining me. it did turn into more of an exploration video than an actual detecting video. So thanks for hanging in there. You know, there's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into these, so and scouting trips are part of it. So I guess that's what today was. Thanks for watching, guys.